played a big part in the legalization of marijuana. George has stated that marijuana should be legalized because it's not as addictive as other drugs.
I thought y'all said he was evil. I think this is good. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for clicking play. Hopefully, you click that like button as well. It does an amazing job for the videos and for the algorithm. It shows to more people. That's it. Just imagine you see this video up for 2 minutes, and you see that it has 2,000 likes on it. You're going to click it. You're going to click it. I don't care what it is about the video. You're going to click it. So please do that for me. Make sure y'all go to LFRFamily.com later on. Ask me about the Bang Bang Tea. All right, we're about to find out who this George Soros guy is, man.
15 things you didn't know about George Soros.
Also, if you don't like this video, you make sure you blame Lisa Marie in the comments section, okay? And if you do like it, make sure you say thank you, Lisa Marie.
Welcome to alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get informed. Hello Aluxers, and welcome to another original video presented by alux.com. He is one of the richest people in the world, an investor, a philanthropist, a business magnate, and author. He is an avid supporter of progressive and liberal causes in America and throughout the world, and a very controversial figure. Today we're talking about George Soros. George was born in Budapest, Hungary on August 12, 1930, into a non-observant Jewish family. After surviving the Nazi occupation of his homeland, he immigrated to London in 1947 and earned a Bachelor of Science and a Master of Science in Philosophy.
Shout out to him, man. I mean, seriously, shout out to him. Him and his family, they survived something big. They went to another country, and he continued his education, and he did something good for himself.
After college, he eventually got a job as a merchant banker, which started him on his path to incredible success. He moved to New York City in 1956 to continue his financial career. He started the Soros Fund Management Hedge Fund in 1970 and started to increase his wealth with profitable investments based on his knowledge of the markets and arguably questionable business tactics.
Okay, it's getting good so far. She said arguably questionable business tactics. I guess that was a nice way of slinging a little bit of mud at him, because so far we're hearing that the dude did some good things with his own money, and he's starting to build up his name and his brand, and he did some questionable things in order to get there. I'm guessing I hope she lets us know some of those questionable things.
He is a controversial figure because of the influence he is able to have thanks to his $25 billion net worth and his tendency to meddle in the economies and politics of countries around the world.
Did they say 25 billion with the B? With the bruh? Do you know? Oh my, 25 billion? What? What? That's crazy, man. That's nuts. That is nuts. Dang.
No matter what you think of him personally or politically, there is no question that he is one of the most successful businessmen of our time. Now that we've gone over a little bit on the background, let's get into the 15 things you didn't know about George Soros. Number 1. He made over $1 billion in just one day. In 1992, the UK experienced an economic crisis when it was forced to withdraw the pound sterling from the European exchange rate mechanism when they were unable to keep the pound above its agreed lower limit. George anticipated this would happen and began stocking up on pound sterling that he was then able to trade for an immense profit.
Wow. See, the anticipation of it all means a great deal, man. Like, he calculated, and I don't know who he had working on his team, but shout out to them. Or if that was just him just doing some studies and he was like, man, based off of what I'm seeing, we need to stack up on this right here, this one thing, because we're about to cash out from this one. And he was right. You gotta give him some props for that one. I know y'all say he's evil, but I'm here to learn of who he is as a person, man.
September 16, 1992 is known as Black Wednesday in the UK, with an estimated loss of £3.4 billion to the UK economy. Soros, however, earned a profit of over £1 billion on that day,
wow,
and became known as the man who broke the Bank of England.
Wow, he broke the Bank of England and made a billy goat in a day. Yo.
Number 2. He took on a new identity to survive the Nazi occupation of Hungary. Soros was only 13 years old when Nazis occupied his Hungarian homeland in March of 1944. He survived by pretending to be the Christian godson of Hungary's Minister of Agriculture, who secretly had a Jewish wife in hiding. His family purchased papers to say that they were Christians and hid in plain sight. During this time, George went by the name Sandor Kis.
Yo, him and his family, they think very quick. They saved their lives, man. He was always skilled with he always had that gift of gab. I don't care what you say about the dude, man, but him and his family, they were on it. They were on it. They had a plan. They locked in and they survived and they were able to live to make money another day.
Number 3. He got married for the third time at the age of 83.
Why?
Soros was married to his first wife, Anneliese Wittschok, for 23 years before the couple got divorced in 1983. In the same year as his first divorce, he married Susan Weber, who was 25 years younger than him. They divorced in 2005.
Of course you marry somebody 25 years younger than you. Daggone freak.
He has 3 children from his first marriage and 2 from his second. In 2013, he married Tamika Bolton, when he was 83 years old and she was just 42.
Yo. Tamika Bolton, she cashed in, baby. She married somebody 41 years her senior. 41 years her senior. She was 42? Oh my gracious. And she cashed in with the Billy Goat. This dude got more money than Jesus.
The pair remain together today. Number 4. He was sued when his dog bit someone. George was sued when a black Labrador he bought for his son bit Brian McKean at Soros' estate in Westchester County, New York. His son paid a $250 fine for violating a local dog ordinance, and George had to agree to keep the dog named Naomi indoors, penned up or on a leash. That lawsuit was unsuccessful, but George is currently fighting a $10 billion lawsuit for allegedly meddling in the politics of the country of Guinea to prevent a fellow billionaire from securing a lucrative iron ore mining contract.
Wow. He's suing that man for $10 billion. Sheesh.
Number 5. He owns a percentage of the English football team Manchester United. In 2012, Soros bought 3.1 million Class A shares of the popular soccer team Manchester United, which is consistently one of the highest-earning football clubs. This gave him a 1.9% ownership stake in the team. In 2007, the team was valued at £2.86 billion, or over $3.5 billion US, making it the most valuable football club in the world. Soros was able to buy his shares when the club made an initial public offering on the New York Stock Exchange, and at the current valuation, his investment is worth over $6.5 million. He also was a part of a group that unsuccessfully attempted to buy the Washington Nationals baseball team back in 2005.
This dude, you can call him a lot of things, but you ain't gonna call him dumb. You ain't gonna call him stupid. This dude knows how to get that money. He knows how to make that money, bruh. You need to drop off some secrets, Soros. You know, the type of secrets that I can use without getting in trouble, though, because, bruh, you've done some shady stuff. Now, we're only on number 5. We got 10 more reasons, guys. Hang on.
Number 6. His real name is Georgi Schwartz. In 1936,
Georgi
George's
Schwartz.
father decided to change the family's last name as a protective measure in the increasingly anti-Semitic environment in Hungary. His father chose the name Soros because it means designated successor and one who will soar. Number 7. He was awarded the Order of Freedom. In 2015, George became the first American to be awarded Ukraine's prestigious Order of Liberty. The honor is given to those who advance socioeconomic and political reforms while developing democracy. Arizona Senator John McCain was awarded the medal in 2016. Number 8. He became a United States citizen in 1961. After living and working in the United States for 5 years, George became a naturalized American citizen in December of 1961. However, he does maintain dual citizenship of the United States and Hungary. Number 9. He spent over $23 million to try to prevent George Bush from becoming president.
Wow. So he was a part of he don't even hide it. Get out of here. So hold on, time out. So that's why people always saying his name, because it's public information. He don't even hide the type of people that he backs. He just put that money out there and be like, look, this is the person I'm backing. This is the person I'm for. This is the person I'm against. We're going to use a whole bunch of money to attack them as long as we got somebody to do the commercials, because we about to do some attack ads on this dude. And he just doles his money out and whatever happens.
Although George is well known for his involvement in politics now, he largely stayed out of the political arena until the 2004 election. George said at the time that his #1 priority in life was making sure George W. Bush did not get a second term in office. He called it a life or death situation. He donated a total of $23,581,000 to 527 groups that opposed the Bush presidency. The donations appeared to be in vain, though, as George W. Bush defeated Democratic candidate John Kerry and began his second term in 2005.
And that $23 million that he spent was nothing but like $20. Like seriously, like $20. What's $20 to us? It's $23 million to George Soros. Ain't that something? That is, oh my gracious. Oh my gracious, to have that type of money. And this, listen. I think in order to have that type of money, you will have to sell your soul. That's just me. I don't think there's anybody walking this planet right now with that type of money who did not sell their soul to get it. That's just me. At me in the daggone comments if you think I'm wrong.
Number 10. He is the 29th richest person in the world as of 2017. George tied for number 29 on the Forbes list of the richest people in the world in 2017. The number of billionaires jumped 13%, from 1,810 to 2,043.
How? Somebody tell me a secret. They're jumping to billionaire status from what? From 100 millionaire status? Come on, somebody tell me something, goddaggit, because I need to know how to get there. I want to daggone dump so much money and resources back into certain places. It's crazy. But I got to get there first, man.
From 2016 to 17, which was a record-breaking increase. Bill Gates remains the richest person in the world for the 4th year in a row, with $86 billion, up
wow, Bill!
From his $75 billion net worth the previous year. It's no surprise that Gates tops the list, but if you want to find out some other interesting facts about this billionaire, check out our video, 15 Things You Didn't Know About Bill Gates, by clicking on the upper right-hand corner.
Wow, Bill Gates is balling, bruh. Who the hell? This brother, man, rambling Heather. Heather just now blessed the community on Twitch with 50 subs. She gifted 50 subs to the people on Twitch. Bless your heart, Heather. Let me tell you something. That young lady, man, she doesn't call herself young, but I do. She has such a beautiful soul, beautiful heart, but you don't have to spend all that moolah. You're not Bill Gates. You don't have $80 billion.
Number 11. He's played a big part in the legalization of marijuana. George has stated that marijuana should be legalized because it's not as addictive as other drugs.
I thought y'all said he was evil. I think this is good. What am I missing here? Huh? What am I missing here? I think this was good. I don't care what y'all say. This part right here is good. Huh? Because weed is good, all right? And George Soros said, I'm going to put all of my monies into making sure that it's legalized, baby. What y'all think about that? Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know about that. Yeah. And I know I know when it comes to ramifications that have to deal with the Bible and Christianity and your walk with God and drugs, and I get it. I know. I'm just being, listen. Drugs are bad. Okay.
Although he says that he does not personally smoke weed, he does seem to be very intent on the drug becoming legal. He donated $400,000 to help fund a successful ballot measure in Massachusetts that decriminalized the possession of small amounts of marijuana. He also donated $2.4 million toward the cause in California, where recreational marijuana use was legalized in 2016. Additionally, he has funded similar efforts in Alaska, Oregon, Colorado, Nevada, Maine, and Washington. Number 12. He bought an estate from Jurassic Park writer Michael Crichton. Bedford is a high-profile neighborhood in Katona, New York, that offers the rich and famous private estates in a quiet countryside setting that is still in close proximity to Manhattan. Soros purchased an estate from Jurassic Park writer Michael Crichton in 1993 for $21.5 million.
Damn.
The purchase included 63 acres of land and a 19-room mansion.
Damn, 60 acres of land? I don't care how big the mansion is. I can care less about that. But to be able to own 60 plus, come on, bro. And I can just imagine how much land he owns overall. That's something I would really like to know about George Soros. How much land does he own overall, like all throughout the world? Because I'm sure he owns land in many countries with that type of money.
Soros already owned the adjacent property, so he was just expanding his domain. Other notable homeowners in the area include Martha Stewart, Ralph Lauren, Donald Trump, and Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
Wow.
Number 13. He is a convicted felon. In 2001, George was convicted of insider trading by a French appeals court. Soros was accused of buying and selling shares of a French bank in 1988, while knowing that the bank was a takeover target. An investigation resulted in no immediate charges, but the case was reopened a few years later and he was convicted in June of 2006. Soros made $3 million in the deal and was fined 2.2 million euros following the conviction, which was equivalent to his profits at the time.
Hold up, did he do any jail time? Fining, when you fine a billionaire, that means absolutely nothing. What are we doing here? You know you was wrong, right? I know you made like $2 million. You're gonna have to give that back. Oh, that's all? I don't have to go to jail? That's it? I just got to get this back, man. Please listen. I got that in my pocket right now. Hold on. Let me start counting this right here. 1 million, 2 million, which say 2.5 million right there out of my pocket. Come on, man. You fining a billionaire, bro. That ain't going to do anything to him.
Number 14. George has millions of dollars invested in Netflix. As of 2017, Soros owns $32.8 million worth of shares in Netflix.
Wow! Wow! Man, this dude is balling, bro. Balling.
He owns a total of 317,534 Netflix shares that he bought for around $13 million back in 2016. He also owns over $33 million in Amazon.com shares and about $10 million in shares of Alphabet Inc., which is the parent company of Google.
Wow. This dude owns, listen here, he owns Netflix, Amazon, and Google. He don't own them outright, but he own enough to be able to make some decisions behind closed doors. He get to make some things move. This dude, oh my gracious, this should be, listen, this dude is playing life like the game of Monopoly. He is doing it perfectly, and he don't care about being a criminal. He don't care about being wrong. He don't care about being evil genius, none of that stuff. This dude is he's playing the game with his resources. And you know what? I can't even say I'm mad at him. So far, with the information that I have, I don't know of the political people that he's backed. I don't know of the bad things that he's done. All I know right now is what they're listing right now, which is a whole bunch of positive things, other than him being a felon and not getting arrested. I don't know about that part. How can you call him a felon and all he had to do was pay a daggone fine? A fine that he could easily afford by just breaking over a piggy bank or something like that.
Number 15. He plans to donate nearly all of his wealth to charity after his death. Soros has donated over $11 billion to charitable causes in his lifetime, and he doesn't plan on quitting after his death. He says he has plans on donating the vast majority of his wealth to charity, but that his wife and children will also be generously taken care of. Now that you've learned some interesting... Man,
listen, George Soros, I got a charity, all right? I got a charity. It's called the Welfare Boy Charity. All right, I'll explain it once I get all my T's my T's crossed and I dot all my I's, okay? And I'll send you all the information. I'm sending you a proposal, all right? It's gonna be a beautiful proposal. It's gonna be the best proposal you ever seen in your life, okay? And I will love it if you would donate. Just a little bit of pocket change. What's about 2 million, 3 million? You know what I mean? Just a little bit of pocket change. For you,